And I have to say, because there's entertainment value, but there's so much information. There's so much value. You know, when there's so much dehumanization going on of our community, it's really good to see the beauty and the strength of our community, which is telecast every day. And so I congratulate you and Jorge Ramos and all of you who work at Univision for telling the true stories about our community. And thank you for taking the time and being with us here this afternoon here in Washington, D.C. I want to say to Senator Bob Menendez, thank you, because many times he is today physically the only Latino member in the Senate, but many times spiritually and ideologically he's been the only one in the Senate that has stood up for us with the kind of consistency. And I'm happy that I joined Congress with him back in 1992 when we were both elected in November, and got to meet him out in the great state of New Jersey. And I'm happy that now he is the senator from the state of New Jersey. Those are wise, intelligent people in New Jersey that have sent Bob Menendez to the U.S. Senate, and they send him for many, many years more. And I'd like to thank all of the wonderful people on the dais that are here with us this afternoon. And I think I would be remiss, obviously, if I didn't say that aquella jíbara de Puerto Rico, Nidia Velázquez. I've actually visited her hometown to make sure I went there when I was in Puerto Rico once. To Nidia Velázquez, what a great leader, and what a great champion of our community and of the Congress of the United States. We're very, very happy to have her as the chairwoman of the Hispanic Congressional Caucus. She leads us well. And we have a great debt of gratitude for her leadership, I'm sure, during the last 7 or 8 months as she's been chair of the caucus. And I'm looking forward to great success during her full term in the 2 years. So to Nidia, thank you. Let me just make some brief remarks about the kind of current situation that we find ourselves in. Clearly, 2 million more Latinos came out to vote in the last election. And they came out to vote, and the big winner, because of those 2 million coming out to vote, was President Barack Obama. I mean, the state of Arizona may have certainly been in play finally, but when you look at state after state like Colorado, when you look at states like Florida, when you keep looking at one Latino, I'm just going to say Latino state after another, because the Latino vote was so crucial in those areas. I mean, I think we need to understand that 7 million to 9 million, that's a huge increase in the number of Latinos that came out to vote. And they voted for Barack Obama, and I remember when President Barack Obama came out and spoke at National Council of La Raza, and he spoke at Naleo, and he spoke at Lula as he was running. And he said comprehensive immigration reform will be a priority for my administration, and I want to sign a bill for comprehensive immigration reform in the first year of my first term as President of the United States. He should keep that promise. That's an important promise for the President to keep. And so, as we traveled around the country, a lot of people say, well, why do we need to do it now? Well, because actually what we're doing today is we're deporting American citizens from the United States of America, because that's the practical outcome of our public policy. There are 4 million American citizen children in the United States whose parents are undocumented. And the fact is that when you conduct a raid on those families, you also deport. I was in San Francisco, and a young woman said, the Speaker Pelosi there, said, cuando tú deportas, y su mamá ya tenía la orden de deportación, cuando tú deportas a mi mamá, yo me iré con ella. Yo nací aquí en este país. Así que ustedes están deportando ciudadanos de los Estados Unidos de América. ¿Y qué dijo Speaker Pelosi en aquella ocasión? She said it was un-American to do such a thing. It truly is un-American to continue to conduct our immigration policy in the fashion that we do it, because we divide and we separate and we destroy families. And so, I will tell you, if you were with me in Salinas, meeting with people who were picking strawberries all day, women, or if you went to Postville, Iowa, to the meat packing plant in Postville, Iowa, and met the women there, or if you met the women in the sweatshops of the garment district in LA, which I have, you will find that there are tens of thousands of Latina women and immigrant women who are exploited sexually every day at their workplace, every day. Y eso es una situación intolerable que nosotros tenemos que acabar. Así que cuando dicen que, ¿por qué tenemos pasión? ¿Por qué queremos el cambio? Porque el hecho es que el abuso y la explotación existe todos los días en nuestra comunidad. It's such an interesting statistic. You know, we're doing a great job. OSHA and the federal government is doing a great job in the United States of America. The incidence of people getting hurt on the job is getting reduced. Deaths on the job is getting reduced. But at the same time, more Latinos are getting hurt on the job and more Latinos are losing their life on the job. Well, the rest of America, there's a decline. And I think everybody in this room knows why. Because we need comprehensive immigration reform to give those workers the same rights and the same abilities as every other worker to enjoy the fruits of their labor and not have to lose their life and their limbs in order to accomplish it. So really, when you look at this, why is it that sometimes, many times, we're critical?